Hello, everybody. SC Knuckles coming at you with a long awaited update as we approach the end of the year 2024. I know it's been a while since I've updated you guys on what's been going on, and, well, I feel the need to finally give you guys some updates on how I've been. I know I haven't done any recording or streaming or anything like that for a long time. I've really been needing this mental health break for a while, and it still continues to go on. And, well, I'm still in the middle of it because, well, let's just face it, folks. Things just probably may come to the point where I don't know when I'll be able to come back to YouTube and do all my recordings again without having to be interrupted and without having to basically get to a point where I feel happy to record again. Because like I said, my biggest fear when it comes to recording nowadays, when streaming nowadays, is not get interrupted for very little minuscule things. And, that is almost kind of a thing I don't like. And I wish it was a little more simpler to handle. I wish it was a little more simple to handle. So I feel like things may have gotten a little well in the past half of the 2024. I mean, I've gone on a couple more big trips that I've enjoyed going on, like my baseball stadium tours. I went to St. Louis, Kansas City again, and Denver this time, as well as another trip to Arlington. So that was a really good vacation for me to enjoy, at least. And it was just well to enjoy, pretty much. And as you can see on the shirt, I did go on to Alaska. It was on a cruise to Seattle, where I saw another stadium. The cruise was pretty good, although a little money spending and some other things that pretty much make me keep having these mental issues and whatnot. And yeah, I feel like there's still some challenges in my life I would still like to try to beat through and get myself to a point where I can say I'm really happy. Because it's hard to say that now. It's hard to say I'm at a point where I'm happy, and there's just a bunch of obstacles in the way that feel like block that happiness. Does it have anything to do with still nothing on this left hand? Absolutely not. I know I talk about it all the time, and it's okay. I'm okay with what I am right now. I'm okay with not having anyone in my life. I'm okay with that, and I wish people would understand that. I wish people would understand I don't need anybody right now, and whatever happens, happens. And I just don't want people to just throw it in there saying, well, you need it to happen. You need to go have it. You need to have it happen. No, I don't. I don't need it to happen. It's not a requirement in my life. It isn't, really. Do I feel like people try to think they know what's best for me? Well, of course, because there are some people who like to live by certain ways that I don't agree with. And it's just like they have to try and persuade you into thinking what they know is best. For example, like I feel like people like to use the Almighty, and when I say Almighty, I mean God. I talk religion here sometimes. Like I feel like people say they know that He's behind the steering wheel, He's controlling your life, and I'm like, no. I have the right to think what's right for me and others. If I don't do that, then it feels like my thoughts are meaningless. Like I'm supposed to try and think what I want, you know? And it's very hard to live by, to where you try and know what's right for you. He helps you. He does not tell you where to go. I mean, he tries to tell you, like, the right way to go, and you have free will into thinking what you want. But a lot of people just like to think no, and that is wrong. And there are those who like to use them in an aggressive way, saying like, well, if you think this, yes, he'll get you for it. And they shouldn't really be thinking that. They shouldn't be thinking of them as a weapon. I mean, what is this? Is this like an attack called Paradise Lost? I'm like, come on, you really shouldn't be thinking that. And then there are those people who just live by ways that I think, where they feel like what they feel is right and everything, and that's almost like the 7 deadly sins, you know. I feel like they have pride in what they feel is right. They have the greed for thinking that they have the power to think they know what's right. They have a wrath for getting angry if you don't think their way. They envy that attention, in which they have a gluttony for as well. They lust for attention and whatnot, and just a sloth to not improve themselves. That's basically my viewpoint of those who just rely on hope alone. It's usually not the way to handle things. Otherwise, if you think it's going to go a way you want, you're going to be upset. You're going to have a bad time in that. Where's this all coming from? This is just all coming from what I've been observing, you know? And that's basically what's been going on this past half year, you know? And I just wish others could see the light and not get upset when someone wants to do things for themselves. Otherwise, they feel like it's about that one person. Well, then what should that person do? Sacrifice all what he wants just for the other one? No. It should be 50-50 to where both are happy. But no, it's like a dimmer switch, really. It's like on for one person or off for the other person. There's no in between. And that just isn't healthy to live by. That's basically saying one person's right and the other person's wrong. And no, I don't believe in that, really. I believe in 50-50 happiness, 50-50 ways, 50-50. Just 50-50. That's basically what I see. And it talks about wanting to come back to streaming and doing my Let's Plays and whatnot. Like I said, I've been distracted with probably the game, and I still play it to this day, and it's Destiny 2. I still play that too much. And I feel like whenever they are finished with that game, whenever Bungie, the guys behind it, are done with that game, I'll be done with it, period. Because as much as I've enjoyed it, it has also caused a lot of hardship. It's the game that ruined me and Richter's friendship, me and Ramsaful and One's friendship. It's caused a lot of downfall because, as I stated many times before in those previous videos, he would not have met them if it wasn't for me, and then when I finally brought them together, I was kicked to the curb. Mainly because of a bad saying, but what do you do when people's sense of humor is at a very low point? And just recently this year, I always give at my job one place that something happened, cleared up, and now I'm no longer a bad thing there. But lately at one place where I like to compliment some people, well, their insecurities got the better of them, and it got back to my people and caused an outcry. And that's the first time that has happened. I can't control anybody's insecurities, really, so I really don't know what to say. And there's just been other things that I've been called that's really affected me, but don't make sense. Like, I've been called a womanizer, but if you look at the definition of it in the dictionary, I can't be that. I mean, I don't go around with a bunch of women and whatnot. The definition says have sex with a lot of women, and I'm not afraid to admit I'm still the big V, which means nope, I cannot be that. And they try and use their own definition, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, there's a different definition for that. You got to find the word that fits it. It's a bunch of craziness and whatnot, and just things getting by, and I know I'm rambling on here. I usually make these videos without a script and whatnot, and I just go head first into what I want to say. But all in the end, guys, I am still battling with my mental health and whatnot, just trying to make things better for myself. And all I can say is time can probably be the answer for that. And it's just a matter of time before I finally get to the place where I can say I'm happy. And when that time comes, I will be back to doing what I love, and that is providing y'all with all my commentary and whatnot. I have updated my channel now with everything with all playlists, so now everything is available for you to watch in an orderly fashion, and yeah, so you can just enjoy what I've done. I still want to keep my promise on some projects. Like, I have not touched Metroid Dread until I actually do the project on it. I'm keeping that word. And I haven't touched anything else since then. Like, I haven't gotten back into 9 Villages to fix that. Because if you remember, trying to get a different version of Zelda Classic ruined it. And I have to now replay it from the beginning to get back to where I was. But all in all, it's just a matter of time, guys, before I come back and anything. I do miss you all. I miss recording and having fun and whatnot. Just please be patient with me some more. And there's also still the game I'm making, Reckoning of Osiris, still in my mind, and I'm still trying to come up with a clear schedule on what I want to keep doing with that. Still ideas going on with me, and I really just want to play games for myself now, to find myself in a stable environment to where it's just, you know, just be patient with me even more, guys. I love you all for sticking around, and I hope to be back. I hope to be back soon. I mean, should Eddie make an AR4, I definitely will. But I will be back, and I do hope 2025 is it's a better year. Lots of good things to come, and just always keep smiling. I'm gonna end this with a new saying that I've been trying to come up with. I'm probably not going to use the old saying anymore. I'll just say it like this. Subscribe to both of my channels if you haven't. Like, subscribe, keep those comments coming. Never let anything corrupt your mind to the point where you feel defeated. Because you should know you're not stuck in a railroaded path. You decide your fate, and you know what's right for you. Bear in mind, I'm not going to keep consistent with these phrases. I'm just trying to say things like, you decide what you want to do, you decide your happiness. Everything is up to you. No one else tells you anything. Believe me, I get told things all the time. I think things all the time. And some people like to think I'm not allowed to think things on my own. You're a human being, not a vessel, not a robot, not a zombie. You control your fate. I love you all, guys. And until next time, until next year, have a happy new year. I will see you guys whenever I post another video. And then we'll get back to going. See you then, guys.